Hello, welcome to the Higher View. I'm Pastor Malcolm,
And I'm Alicia.
and we are going to do something special today. It's the holiday season. You may have a Friendsgiving coming up, or Thanksgiving, Christmas party.
Yeah, or even if you want something easy because you've already got so much going on yourself, we've got something super easy for you today, a special recipe that we're going to make today. It's called Easy Bite-Sized Apple Pie, and it is so easy, so easy. So we're very excited to share this with you today to do a special higher view. As you can tell, we're in a different location.
Yes.
We're here at the church kitchen. They have a kitchen and we're very excited. So we're going to do this and show you how easy it really is.
So how do we get started?
So to get started for the apple pie recipe, yes, because there's a glaze too, but we're going to get to that in just a minute. So I've got 1 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon here in this bowl, and I just mixed it all together. I've got a lightly floured surface here. If you want to show them that,
Yes,
we definitely can do that. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And there we are.
Yes.
So I've got this floured surface here. I've got this refrigerated pie dough. Just make your life easier. Promise it will help you out so much. I unroll it here. And then while I am going to go get some butter and put butter on this, Malcolm is going to be peeling this apple here for us.
We hadn't figured out if this is an apple peeler or a peach peeler or what, but we're peeling.
Potato. Do you know, is there a difference between a potato peeler and apple peeler?
I was told that there was. I had a friend come to my house one time and he's like, you know, you're using an apple peeler for potatoes, right? And I'm like, somebody gave this to me for our wedding and I'm just using what's in my kitchen. So yeah.
Was it one of those spirally ones where you put it on and you twist it? And
no, it was just a hand. It was different. Yeah, it was just, I don't know.
That's interesting. I didn't know. So we're gonna put about, it tells you to do 3 tablespoons of melted butter on this. I just melted a whole stick of butter because you're also going to need butter for the glaze that's going to go on top. So I'm just putting whatever on here and we'll just make it work, because it's easy. We're not going to be super fancy. We got enough going on.
Yeah.
So we're just not going to worry about that. So I put that butter on there and then I'm going to put some of this apple cinnamon mixture on top and just, go with your heart's desire on how much on here to put. There's going to be a ton left over if you don't use it, so you might as well use it and make it extra delicious. How is the apple peeling going over there?
I'm just making it a little clean. I think I got it though.
Oh, it's looking good. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Oh, and so this he is peeling them into a bowl that I have put a plastic HEB bag or a grocery bag on for easy cleanup, because now that he's done with that, you can just take but you might want to leave it for whenever we peel or cut the actual apple.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we're going to be done with that. So if you want to cut the apple, I am going to cut this pie crust into 8 triangles. So it's kind of like a pizza.
How are these sides looking?
Those look good, but some of these we probably should trim off some of this apple seed and stuff. I don't want to do that. So if you want to go find a knife, because I did forget to bring a knife, I thought we would have been okay. We can do that.
I think I found a knife.
I think it's shiny.
Let's see. Can y'all tell?
Like
this is what was at the church.
Okay, hold on before you let me get a couple of these smaller ones.
Okay. The machete is back.
That's the machete.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gonna do that.
So I'm gonna cut off a little bit of the inner.
Yeah, cut off that
a little
brown. Yeah. demi part and maybe cut it in half. Those are, we have this apple cutter, and I don't understand how they can be different sizes. I guess because of the location that you do it in the
And when you
apple.
push,
Yeah, we got some of them weren't so okay. Yeah, so you just need 8 of them. So we've got 5 over here. And so while Malcolm's doing that, I think you can see, I'm going to take one of these apple pieces. Please do not hurt yourself. And I'm going to roll it up over here. Just roll it up. And just like that. Easy peasy. And then just put it over here on I've got a baking sheet lined with parchment paper because it makes cleanup so easy. It just makes your life that much better. I use parchment paper with all my baking pretty much. And just do that. Let's see, I need a smaller one of these for this apple.
I'm gonna cut it to.
Make sure that I have 8 slices of apple.
Is that okay? So
It's gonna be rolled up. No one's gonna know. It's okay.
Okay.
So we just do this. Keep going. This one's too small.
That's too small.
Yeah, that's too small.
Well,
This one's okay.
Okay.
So we got 4. I just need one more.
Is that one?
That one's good. Okay, we're good.
So this one I kind of cut in half.
Oh yeah, I see.
I didn't have the good.
You were
slice.
trying to use a machete.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Make sure you have the right size knife whenever you're doing this, people. And so I'm just rolling them up. I mean, I'm telling you guys, let's see, we're at 7 minutes in, and that's including the intro. We are almost 5 minutes in. So you want to take that bag, easy cleanup. Just take that bag and throw it away in the trash can. And then in that bowl, well, let me go put this in the oven. Okay, wait, no. In that bowl, you're going to measure out 3 cups. You need 3 cups of powdered sugar. Oh, I didn't open that up. I'm sorry. I think there's scissors in one of those drawers, but don't come out with like pruning shears or something. So you'll need 3 cups of powdered sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and a 1/3 cup of melted butter, which will measure out whatever butter I have here. But I need the butter, so I'm going to move this. So hold on 1 second. And then I'm going to kind of scooch this over a little bit so you can see. Okay. I'm just going to put some butter on top, and I just kind of like dip the spoon in. Let me see. Can I show you that? Just kind of like, oh, I'm trying to get it. Just like put the back of the spoon in there and then just like rub it on top. You don't need a whole bunch. I was pouring it on there and it was just going everywhere and making a huge mess.
You did 3 cups?
3 cups. Even though I have a bunch of butter in that. Go a little bit over here. So now you know that you're helping me out with this. You're going to have to help Bianca out and start baking more now.
Yeah. Baking, because just like right now, I don't know if that was technically 3 cups. Baking,
but you know what? It's a glaze, so it's okay.
Yeah. Baking, you need to follow the recipes. I like to cook. I'm more abstract, so I throw a little bit of salt here, a little bit of pepper.
Okay, I'm going to give you this spoon,
Okay.
and I'm going to pour 1/3 of a cup of butter. There we go. That's almost exactly 1/3 of a cup. Sweet. Okay, and then pour those other things in there. I'm going to go put this in the
Did you already tell them what this is?
Yep, I did.
Oh, let me get the- Oh, that's to not block the camera. Oh, this with our TV magic, we didn't.
Oh,
There we go.
salt, humidity, you know. We
Yeah.
live in South Texas.
You remember that happened at my wedding? We had the salt
It happened at our wedding too. We had the candle, the wax, and we were gonna mix it together. I don't remember.
We had where we were gonna pour 2 different
I
colors,
do remember.
and it wouldn't come out, and I smacked the
Yeah.
bottom, and it just got everywhere.
Yeah, Chad had to do the same thing. It was so funny. I remember it took us like 5 minutes to actually do that, and it was just like, why is this taking so long? Okay, so I'm gonna take some more of this powdered sugar mixture and just pour it on top. That's probably gonna be really loud too. So, giving you the full effect here.
Yeah. I'm trying not to scrape the bowl. but-
Oh yeah, it's gonna have to happen.
So y'all know we're actually doing this.
Yeah, we're not pretending. Too funny. Okay, so I've got enough of that. So I'm gonna go put this in the oven that's been preheated at 425 for 13 minutes. It says 13 to 15 minutes, but I think I like to start it off at the lower end and adjust as I go. So 13 minutes is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I feel like my oven at my house, when it says pizza for like 15 minutes, we normally do like 12, and it's like already like cooked. It's like,
Yeah, I would rather go back and keep checking instead of doing that. So let me go put these in there. And then it looks like you've got that pretty well made.
Okay.
You got a little bit all over your shirt there.
Yeah, a little bit on the table, but
It's okay. That's what they made soap and water for.
Yeah.
So, okay, and then through TV magic, ta-da! I'll bring it up close over here so you can see. We've got some done. Let me check and see how cool these are. So 13 minutes is what actually worked for these. Yeah, I think they're okay.
Did you set the alarm? The timer?
I didn't. I'm glad you mentioned though that we would have been in big trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it for 11 minutes. I don't think it took me 3 minutes. I'm just gonna keep my phone over here. Y'all don't care. You know that that's what I'm using. Okay, so you want to drizzle or do you want me to drizzle?
I will drizzle.
Okay, let's see Malcolm's drizzling skills.
Yes.
Bring it a little closer to the camera.
Okay, now I feel bad that I said.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Is it supposed to be like
Yeah, that's
fancy?
but no, don't make
Oh.
it fancy, but put more. That's not enough.
Oh, okay. This is live.
Real life. Y'all are welcome.
I didn't practice, y'all.
I'm making Malcolm help me today. I was like,
this is not
Would
watching
you like-
school.
How about
Okay.
we'll let Martha take over Snoop. Let me handle this here.
Yeah, we said I am the Snoop to her Martha.
Oh my gosh, that's so
It's just a
funny.
little less cloudy in here.
Oh.
Or I guess there's
Yeah, a little less. There's not any haze going on over here.
Yes.
So I did mine kind of fancy whenever I tried it before, but it's hard to make it fancy with this.
See, I could have done, and you said don't do it fancy. Now you done showing me up. I follow directions.
I said you could do whatever you want. Playback. Where's the playback?
Yes.
We'll listen whenever we're done and see what I actually said. But it's not easy to make it fancy. That's probably why I told you. Don't worry about
The
it.
ones you did for the picnic look fancy.
All right. And I don't understand why this is any different. I tested this recipe out for the picnic so that we would know for sure if it was gonna actually taste good. And it did. But what we learned, so the recipe that I had, it's the same one that I used, but I did not peel the apples before, and it was kind of hard to eat. So that's why we peeled the apples this time.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, this is fun. Okay. I think that's good. Do you want to try one?
Are we gonna try one now or try one at the end?
We'll try one at the end.
Yeah, we'll wait
We'll
for
let that kind of
timer to go.
yes.
What kind of, you are known around these parts to be the Christmas queen. And so is there any like tradition stuff that you normally cook or anything?
For Christmas, we kind of just
Or just a holiday season? Or
holiday
general?
season in general, pumpkin bread. I typically make pumpkin bread around the holiday season. It's delicious too. It's like the best pumpkin bread ever.
I'm more of a zucchini bread or banana bread person.
I do banana bread as well. But Charlie is the master at zucchini bread.
Yes, yes.
Her zucchini bread is amazing. And then like for Thanksgiving, I do the green bean casserole. I do stuffing or dressing. We don't put it in the turkey. And then I do, what else do we do? Oh, deviled eggs. And then I help mom make the pumpkin pies the day before if I can. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to this year because I have to work, but I don't know what my work schedule looks like. So
yeah, I took over. I fry the turkey now every year for our family.
Chad will be coming over.
Yeah, we can come over, get some fried turkey. We normally fry turkey. My dad smokes a turkey, and then we have a turkey in the oven.
Y'all have a pretty big
family. And so, yeah, we normally have lots of turkey, but the fried turkey is normally what goes quickly. We're getting at that age where we have to learn the recipes.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
We have to be
ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go for Thanksgiving. Yeah. And so I know most of my mom's stuff. I know how to cook it all. I can do it. Different years she's had me do, like you say, different green beans or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the stuffing or dressing, whatever you want to call it, we don't put it in the turkey either. It's the one thing that I have not mastered. And that's like probably my favorite thing that my mom does. So that's like the last couple of years, I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn this year. I'm going to learn it. So
does she do it homemade?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, no, I use pre-made. I haven't mastered a homemade one yet. So maybe I need your mom's recipe.
Yes. But it's funny we're saying all this. I'm getting excited thinking about it. But then it makes me think of people talk about like seasonal depression and just like, and just getting overwhelmed, which I can tell you, me and Bianca have been overwhelmed at times.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times, if you ever got a gift from us, it came Christmas Eve.
Oh, no.
We went a lot of times. It's more than I would like to count because we were normally waiting on our Christmas bonus, and I would always get it right before. And so we would go and we would just. And so, yeah, I can see how it'd be overwhelming, but
yeah,
I wanted to choose this year to be happy.
Mm-hmm. The past several years, you said that I am the Christmas queen around these parts at church, pretty much. But the past several years, there's just been a lot going on in life. Mm-hmm. And so it's been I haven't been as much in the Christmas spirit the past several years, but like you said, this year, I'm like, no. I am making a change. I am going to watch the Christmas movies before Thanksgiving. I am going to listen to the Christmas music before Thanksgiving because I like it and because it helps me get in the Christmas spirit. Because like you, sometimes I wait so long to get the presents and I'm like, no. I'm going to have I usually wait till Black Friday because that's when the good deals are. But I have my list. Okay, this is where I go.
November 1st, you already had Christmas music on.
Yes.
Yes. And that I was like, okay, we're doing this. It's a thing. We're already into it. And it just made me, think about like, we can choose to be happy. Yep. We can choose to say, I'm going to find, I'm going to look at God. That's the way we do it. With God, we use this joy. It talks about putting on the garment of praise. It talks about putting on the armor of God. It's something that you have to do. It's not, it's crazy because God gives you it's funny. God gives you all the tools and everything that we need. Yeah. And yet we just have to choose to put it on. We have to choose to use it. And so we have to choose to say, I'm going to be glad in this season, holiday season, after holiday season, birthday, whatever it is, like I'm choosing to be happy. And it makes such a big difference, especially for our families, the people around us, coworkers. Definitely. I think we forget just how much of a light that we are. We're called to be, a light into this earth. And, and who would, I want you to be a Christian, but I'm so sad and depressed and everything sucks. And there's, there's no hope. Right. And it's like, well, why would I want to even be that? And so we have to set the example by choosing, hey, we are going to be glad.
Yeah, because I can even say, if we're going to be really honest on this podcast here, we've had some financial things happen this year. And so finances are nowhere near where I would have hoped that they were going to be this year. And so I am choosing to be glad. I am choosing to enjoy this Christmas season, even though I can't buy the Christmas decorations that I want, because I want my son to have good Christmas. And we're traveling as well. We're going out of town for Christmas. And so, even though I'm not able to do things the way that I would want them to do and would like them to be, I'm still going to find ways to make it enjoyable. And I'm going to choose to be glad, and I'm going to choose to just enjoy the season because it goes by so fast.
Yeah. And I think, I just really been reading my Bible a lot lately, and I've just really been more happy. It's so funny. I really have. And it's just like, okay, guys, you're going to walk with me through this season. And like you said, we've had some, this come up or that come up. And it's like, okay, well, if we can't do this, well, you know what? We can still go look at Christmas lights, or we can still go just enjoy being outside in the cold with hot cocoa. And, it's not the Macy's parade, but it's still something, and we can still be grateful and thankful for, the freedom, the peace, all that God has provided for us. And so, but it's a choice. And it's like, what are you going to choose to do? What are you going to choose to look at? And it's what you meditate on. If we meditated on, we ain't got the finances this year, like you said, or this person ripped us off, so now we can't do this. And you can really get sad, upset, mad, but choosing, no, I'm going to be glad in this. And it really comes down to a choice.
Yeah, it does. Because you said, like you were saying earlier, about putting on the garment of praise, putting on the armor of God, you have to do something. And so by choosing to be happier, choosing to not let this overwhelm you, choosing to whatever you're choosing to do this go round, you are choosing. So you have to do something. And just by making the choice, that's step one. And sometimes that first step is the hardest step, because there could be circumstances like finances or whatever that's coming up, and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And you could just, oh, well, woe is me, woe is me. No, choose. And taking that first step. And then once you find you take that first step, the next step's going to be a little bit easier. And the next step's going to be a little bit easier. And you don't have to do these huge steps, just baby steps. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Read your Bible. Like you said,
well, one thing that I was just thinking about the other day, Bianca got some cake pops from the place, and she only got them for herself, and Leo was upset. And when I come in the house, he's like, Mommy got these cake pops. I was like, it's so good. The Mommy got something for her, right? And he was like, yeah. And so I was just like, hey, we should be happy. We should be glad that she got that. Yeah. And then I told him, I said, Mommy and Daddy are not the provider for you. God is. Yeah. And I said, you need to, you want a lot of presents and stuff. You need to talk to God about it.
Yeah. I'm going to go check those. You keep talking. This is good.
Yeah. Talk to God about these gifts that you want, and about, you want to go here and there. I said, because God is the one who's going to provide the money to us to, for you to go here, for you to get these presents, to do all that. And so we were teaching, I was trying to teach him, hey, if you want something, you need to talk to God. And I think sometimes we forget, like you said, we're having a little trouble. Do we want to pull out the other camera?
Yeah, pull out the other camera. Let's show them.
Is it this?
You can hear it, I'm sure.
Here we go.
Ta-da! And that's what it looks like. It says bake it until pastry is golden brown. That looks golden brown to me, and it's burning my hand, so I'm going to put it on the thing. Woo!
Yes.
It smells good too. Yeah. We need smell-o-vision.
Are we going to
you want to try the other ones?
Yeah, let's try the other ones.
Yes, I was going to say something about what you were saying.
Yeah, well, we can finish that thought.
Don't burn yourself.
Teaching our kids and even us, it made me think about oh, if I want to get my kids something, hey God, it looks like we're going through trouble, or it looks like this happened. No, I can't do it, but
ask him. Ask and you shall receive. So you take that step of faith and you ask him and see what he does. It may not be what you had in mind, this huge video game or whatever, but see what he does and see how he provides. And I was going to touch on the point of being glad for other people.
Mhm.
You know, in this season, of course, there can be a ton of comparison, comparing the
Yeah.
decorations and comparing the gifts that you get and comparing all of that.
Yeah.
Be happy for them and be thankful for what you have.
Yeah.
You know, because woo, man.
Yeah, Leonidas was like, oh, he wants the Christmas stuff outside.
Yeah.
And we wanted outside for him, but it was like, oh, that's $75. That's $25. And it's like, okay, we may not have any gifts underneath the
right. If you want these
Yeah.
lights, you're gonna have the gifts, so it's your choice.
Yeah. And so it's like you said, comparing, the neighbors
Right.
across the street who have,
Right.
all the decorations and stuff. And it's just like, be thankful, be happy that they have it. And it's just
Exactly.
like,
And you know, especially like with the decorations outside, enjoy what they have.
Yeah.
They had put that out so that you can enjoy it. So enjoy it and say, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Maybe next year we can try and incorporate whatever, you
Yeah.
know. Budgeting is a whole nother thing. But
Yeah.
So be thankful that you get to see those decorations across
Yeah.
the street or wherever they are. So
Yeah, being thankful for other people in this season
Right.
is such a good thing. We're going to talk about thankfulness,
next
I think, next week.
Yeah.
But man, that is so good. And I remember Pastor Jim used to say, if somebody gets a new car, you say, I'm next, instead of being
Yeah.
like, oh, I've been waiting for a car. I wanted that. You
Right.
say, praise God, I'm next.
Yeah.
And get your faith out there. That's how God's work. God's not going to just work off with but He needs you to, like she said, use your words,
Yeah.
speak it out, and believe that He's our provider. He's take care of His kids. And so,
Yeah. That's good.
but yeah, being glad for other people is such a key thing. Especially, like I said, we're trying to teach Leonidas that it's like, hey, you got to be thankful, because you can get caught up in just the gifts and all the
Yeah.
other stuff, and obviously we know that leads to a bad road. Yeah, let's try these things. So we're going to.
On that note, let's try some delicious apple.
Yeah.
I think it's just one. Just put two of them. Oh, it is
Yeah,
two.
so I'm gonna give you your beautiful one, and I'll give my beautiful one.
All right, you ready? Let's
Yeah.
see. You had this last time. I didn't. This will be my first time trying it.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
I know this is not good for video because I can't taste this, but this is good.
It's good. It's easy
Yeah.
for you to do. It's so good. I'm gonna have another bite.
We should have had napkins ready.
Mm-hmm.
That is good.
Wow, that is good. Sorry.
Yeah.
I guess on that note,
Yeah.
I think we can be done here. I feel like I have something. No.
Yeah. Thanks for y'all for tuning in with us. Remember to be glad this season.
Yeah.
It's your choice. How you're gonna lead your family, your job, everywhere around. If you being glad, it's gonna make a difference to the people around you. And so I definitely want to remind y'all, be glad. If you need an easy recipe, you can message us if you didn't get all that, and we'll send it to you.
Definitely. Yeah, we just thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching this. We hope that you guys enjoyed this.
Oops.
Enjoy. We're still learning how to do this. This is our first time doing it remote where we don't have anyone else helping us. I think last time that we did something remote, Bianca was here with me and Malcolm was behind me. So, and we didn't have tuning in. If you liked this and want to see more things like this, we would love to hear back from you. We would love it if you would like the video, share the video, subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook. We do these every Tuesday at 6:30. And then, we just thank you guys. We hope y'all have a great week, and we'll see you guys again next week.
Bye.
Bye.